Hello you and welcome back. We are playing more drafts today, so I'm going to jump into a Pioneer or a Masters Premier draft, and that is what we're going to do. I'm on a bit of a losing streak right now, and so we're going to try and stay level-headed, not tilt, rack up some wins. That's the plan. Welcome back to Operation Double Mythic. Let's go. Waiting for players 13 out of 24. I don't think I've ever seen that message in Arena before. So is this how it works? It racks up 24 players and then puts you into pods of 8? But you have to hit 24 players and it puts you into 3 different tables? I don't know. I have never seen this in Arena before, this message. And on the one hand, that ain't none of our business. On the other hand, could take us a while to get into a game here. Okay, we're in. I told a fib. It did not take long at all. So, as usual, I am looking for Gates, Red X Aggro, or Dimir Control. Those are the archetypes I'm most interested in. Already some interesting choices. There's a Knight of the White Orchid. I would not first pick this card. Draconic Roar is really good. Obnixilus's Cruelty is also really good. Ordeal of Perforos and Wild Slash, also pretty sick. So there's also a Briefcase, which is pretty good for the Gates deck. And there is a Simic Guild Gate, which is probably the best gate for the Gates deck. The challenge for me is the red cards are really good, but if I take a Draconic Roar and I'm passing a Wild Slash, I'm putting someone else on red. Same for the Ordeal of Perforos. So I would take the Cruelty or just the Simic Guild Gate here. I'm going to first pick an Obnixilus's Cruelty. So we're passing a lot of good red. Should mean that people to our left are going to get some great red cards. Which is fine if we are going to do blue instead. Now there's a Dreadbore in this pack, and is it Guildgate? Essence Scatter and Gurmag Angler are the cards I'm most interested in. The Dimir deck really, Essence Scatter is very good. Gurmag Angler is good, but is replaceable. And it might be one we can pick up later. So I'm going to take an Essence Scatter here. And we're looking to build towards Dimir. So I really like Dwari Disruption in this deck. I also think Dreadhound or Sylvan Vision is okay. But I'll take Dwari Disruption and I'm pretty happy. It's a good start. It's a good control deck start. So what we're like, the key cards that we're looking for are Balaji Archaeologists would be really nice. I've just got crap on my shoulder from I had my lizard out. And he was sitting on my shoulder for a bit. He left some crap behind. Yeah, so well, there's a Gate Colossus, which is very, very good. And there is still a gate in this pack. However, there is also a Gurmag Angler and a Consider, which are both decent cards in Dimir. So certainly Gate Colossus is really sweet. But I'm going to take first Gurmag Angler here and just stay in the lane that I'm in. I think Gates has gotten a little bit worse with the Devotion bonus sheet being in, because a lot of the good cards now are several pips to cast. And that is a lot harder for the Gates deck, which is often, 4 or 5 colors. So I do think Gates is a little worse than it used to be. Gate Colossus still is an insane card. But I don't know if Gate Colossus now, I don't know if it outweighs the 3 other, like 2 Essence Scatters and a Cruelty. Now there's a Scarb, there's a Skeleton. Those are really the only ones that I'm looking at. I think Scarb is definitely good enough to take. Don't think that was pick 4, so we wouldn't have wheeled it. Have I got that right? I mean, it could have been the last card in the pack, but I don't think that's very likely. So we could just take random 2-drop. I'm pretty happy to take Dimir Guildgate here. I think this is a really nice start for a Dimir deck. I'm looking for maybe 1 or 2 more Delve cards, Treasure Cruise or Gurmag Angler. Some more kill spells would be nice. Valaji Archaeologists would be really nice. If I can't find Valaji Archaeologists, Undead Butler is okay. And we've got a couple of zombies already, so some zombie synergy, like the 5-mana kill spell. Can't remember what it's called. Not Return from the Underworld. I can't remember what it's called. Okay, so there's another Dimir Guildgate. Cloudfin Raptor can be good in certain builds of Dimir, and Nimbus Naiad is just okay. Second Dimir Guildgate really isn't as important. It's nice, certainly, but this might be first Cloudfin. The Cloudfin Raptor is good if you can crack open like a couple of like 2 to 3 Valaji Archaeologists, or even like 2 Archaeologists and Undead Butler is pretty nice with a Cloudfin Raptor. Obviously it's a diabolical top deck, but still 2 Scarbs now, so feeling really good about that. Skirmish is really mid. The Gates deck is mad open. I think this might just be like Halo Scarab. Plan not to play it, but it does give us an option. So first Silundi Vision or second Gurmag Angler. I think I'm going to take the Gurmag Angler. And then I'm really liking where our top end is. I will take Dreadhound, but that might not even make the deck. Love picking up a Consider here. And I'm feeling like we're in a great spot. I'm not going to play the Cloudfin Raptor unless we pick up more cheap creatures. But I am liking this start. We have a good amount of top end. So now the priority is cheap interaction. I think that's it. I think like some counter spells, some removal spells. And it would be nice to find like one really nice solid Haymaker. So random 2-drop is fine. I guess I'll put that in the main deck for now. I almost never end up playing the Tarkrop. Okay, Dictate of Erebos is really sick. This is a really strong card. There's also a Treasure Cruise. Is this... I'm just trying to think. Is this what our deck wants to do? Do we want to play this for 5 mana? I mean, the other options are Jawari, Treasure Cruise. That's kind of it. Those are the cards I'm looking at. I think we can afford to spend a pick on Dictate. And there's actually a fair chance, I think, because Gurmag Angler went pretty late. There's a fair chance we get Treasure Cruise or Jawari or Devour on the way back. So I'll take the Dictate of Erebos. This is one hell of a busted pack. There's a Tomebound Lich and a Din Rover Horror. Tomebound Lich would be better for our curve right now, but I really think Din Rover Horror is kind of the big haymaker that I was asking for. So I'm going to take this. I don't think Tarkrop Skirmish is going to make the cut. I think Supernatural Stamina, I mean, it might make the cut. This is an ultimate price. There's another Din Rover Horror. Very small possibility this wheels, but we should take the cheap interaction spell. We have 2 Gurmag Anglers and a Dreadhound already, so ultimate price is what we need. Don't think Supernatural Stamina is really going to get there. Now, Centaur's fine. Kind of thinking this could be Shipbreaker Kraken. 8 mana, we can get there in a control deck, and then it's a 10/10 that taps 4 creatures. Plus, there's not really anything else. Like, I don't think we're going to play Centaur. So yeah, okay, we'll take the Shipbreaker Kraken. We have way too much top end. Now, there is an Abhorrent Overlord, which is, again, like, such an insane spell. Really, really strong. However, I'm going to take the Cruelty here because we have enough top end, and I think it would be greedy. It would be greedy to take a big, expensive Devotion creature here. Same thing goes for the Sphinx. We have enough top end. I'm going to take Jessian Thief, which is a perfectly good card. I'm pretty happy, actually, to have Jessian Thief there. There's a second Jessian Thief, an Undead Butler, and second Gate Colossus. That could have been our second Gate Colossus. It's pretty sick. And then there's a counterspell, Scatter to the Winds. Interesting. Interesting. What would I prefer? We have an Essence Scatter and a Jawari Disruption. I think I would prefer the Jessian Thief. There's a chance we get Tomebound Lich back. Okay, there's a Scarb, but I think we probably need to take the Baleful Eidolon here. Notion Thief, not really all that exciting. I like Sight Beyond Sight. It's pretty good with Jessian Thieves. But Baleful Eidolon just keeps us alive. And it's pretty good on an attacking Jessian Thief as well. Yeah, I think there's a lot of value in taking a 2-drop defensive creature here. We got back the Treasure Cruise, and there's a Jawari Disruption in this pack. Don't think I can pass Treasure Cruise here. Really, really like having one of these. Now, I mean, if anything, this is Spawning Bed. We're not going to play Illness in the Ranks, sorry. And we could play Spawning Bed. It's not totally unlikely. We could take a random land in case we want to splash for a green bomb. Don't think we're going to play third Gurmag Angler. We have loads of top end already. I can see with Treasure Cruise and 2 Gurmags, I can see playing Centaur. But I don't think it's super likely. We're just like 4 more playables and we're fine. I would like them to be 4 Philargy Archaeologists. Maybe 3 Philargy Archaeologists and a kill spell. Right now our interaction looks like this. We do also have Essence Scatter and Jawari Disruption. Our top end looks probably too heavy. Damn, I mean, we'll take the Abhorrent Overlord, but we're not likely to play it. Because we have enough top end as it is. That's a nice card to just randomly pick up in case you want to splash something. There's a ram. There's the Gates deck was disgustingly good. The Gates deck that was available is insane. We have seen 2 Gate Colossus. I think we've seen an Archway Angel and a Gatebreaker Ram. Yeah, that is insane. I'm going to take a Philargy Archaeologist here over Baleful Eidolon. There's also a Ingenious Scarb. Didn't wheel the Tomebound Lich, which is a shame, but I'll take Philargy Archaeologist here, and I'm not unhappy about it. Not unhappy about it. I can see Aqueous Swarm here. That's actually pretty good on, like, a Gurmag Angler. I can kind of see Screecher. I can see Nimbus Naiad. This is pretty good on a Jessian Thief. We have 13 creatures. Yeah, I mean, Nimbus Naiad... Oh, no, Aqueous Swarm is really good on a Jessian Thief. What am I talking about? Yeah, with Jessian Thief, Gurmag Angler, I can see Aqueous Swarm being pretty good. Now we've got Essence Scatter. This would be a 3rd Gate Colossus if we'd have been in Gates. Still, no regrets. No regrets. It could have been our second Lumbering Falls. So if we had done gates, we'd have like Man Lands, 3 Gate Colossus, a Gatebreaker Ram, Archway Angel. We would have probably had some good red removal spells. Still, Essence Scatter is fine. Not mad about Essence Scatter. So we could take first Cerulean Vision. We could also take Frostburn Weird. A pretty good 2-drop. Blue. I'm going to take Cerulean Vision. I don't know, actually. I do like the weird. I just like having lands that Pelagia Archaeologist can find. And also we have 2 Essence Scatter, so the instant is just a little bit better. Okay, so there's an Archaeomancer here, which is not bad at all. Although we don't have that many really exciting instants of sorceries. We have 2 Scarps, so we don't need that. We don't need another Gurmag Angler. We might play Rescue. Rescue, sack an Archaeologist, bringing back, like, a Din Rover Horror or something, is pretty good. It's pretty good. Another Archaeologist is really sweet. Definitely wanted that. Can see, with, like, Jessian Thieves as well, I can see playing the Cloudfin Raptor. Another Abhorrent Overlord. Consider Mizium Skin, Naiad. There's a lot of options in this pack. It's not likely to be another Rescue from the Underworld. I'm not even sure if we're going to play this one. It could just be Pelaka Predation as a safe bet. It could also... I don't think it's going to be anything else. Okay, I'll take the Predation. It's not my favorite, but again, this is now a land that our Archaeologists can find, which should give us a pretty consistent game. Shipbreaker can probably go. Dreadhound more likely to see play. Don't think I'm going to play the 3rd Gurmag. We've got 3 Delve creatures right now. I will take a 2nd Baleful Eidolon. I do think that card helps a ton. And how are we doing on creatures? 14 right now. So I can see taking Nimbus Naiad with 2 Jessian Thieves. Yeah, like what's Consider really doing? I mean, it does fill the graveyard. I'm going to take the Consider. Because again, we do have these 3 Delve creatures. Sorry, we've got 3 Delve spells right now. We could even play a 4th. My god, Gate, that's such a late Gate Colossus. That is wild. I'm just going to take the land here. We have our deck, though. We have our deck. I guess I'll take another land. Like, so Dictate of Erebos into Spawning Bed is insanely good. Another Gurmag Angler? That's mad, honestly. And there's an Evolving Wilds. That's actually a pretty nice pickup. Fuels, Delve. Yeah, I think we're going to go all in on the self-mill plan. Oh, free Consider at the end. Very, very nice. I think this is really strong. Yeah, let's see what the deck looks like with 2 Gurmag Anglers. And we'll take it from there, guys. We'll take it from there. With Cerulean Vision, Jwari Disruption, and Pelaka Predation, I can probably go down on... I could see going down on a Swamp. Nah. Okay, so 2 Pelagia Archaeologists. Each of these mills 2 to 3 cards. I think Cloudfin Raptor's probably a cut. I do think it's pretty good with like Archaeologist and then Jessian Thief, Centaur. Like our curve is good. for Cloudfin Raptor to be really solid, but I think I'd rather go all in on the, like, deploy several Gurmag Anglers and absolutely slap the opponent around with those. This takes quite a bit of work to really get it good. Possible that Aqueous Form can be cut. Like, Jessian Thief is good enough with all these considers. It's good enough to just keep attacking with this and be able to play our cheap spells, be able to play a bunch of considers. Don't know if we'll play 3 considers. So if I were to cut these 2, where does that leave us? Feel like Centaur is quite good. Our removal looks like this. And we have 2 Essence Scatter and a Jwari Disruption. Possessed Scarb, really nice. I'm not sure about Centaur. It might be good. It might be good. We need double black. We only really need 1 blue. So I can see shaving 1 consider and just playing 2 of those. I just can't really see playing the Centaur. Yeah, like, let's say Treasure Cruise is like a 3 or 4 mana spell. These Gurmags are like 4 mana spells. Then, I don't know if I want to play Dreadhound either. But if I am cutting 2 cards, oh, the Consider's so nice. Can see cutting a Centaur though. Oh, it does fuel our Delve though, and that is really good. Might be being silly. Might be over putting too much value in the Centaur here. Am I supposed to... So we have 11 instants and sorceries and 13 creatures. I don't really want to cut any more creatures. 2 cards to cut. Kind of like these as spells, to be honest. I think I'm going to play a full 17 lands. Honestly, my biggest question is Dictate of Erebos worth it? Is Dreadhound worth it? We have a lot of 2-drops. I can see cutting a Baleful Eidolon. Pelaka Predation can be a swarm, but if it's 1 more cut, I really think it's between Dreadhound and Dictate. The Scarb doesn't die. That's the somewhat awkward bit, is that the Scarb does not die. Would I rather cut both Dictate and Dreadhound and just play Return from the Underworld? I think we've got to try out Dictate of Erebos. And I think we will cut the Centaur. Yeah, like, Consider potentially puts 2 cards in the graveyard, and we have 2 of them. Pelagic Archaeologist puts 2 cards in the graveyard. That's enough for these early Gurmag Anglers, and then Dreadhound is just a little bit of mill later. I mean, this feels pretty strong to me. We have to be careful with our interaction. Like, we need these Essence Scatters to work. We do have 2 Possessed Scarbs, which can get back like an ultimate price, which is pretty sick. Okay, let's run it, see how it feels. If we test it and we find that we're able to fuel our graveyard even more, then I can see just adding another Gurmag Angler. We have 2 Gurmag Anglers in a Treasure Cruise right now. I could see playing 3 of them. Maybe I should just be playing Gurmags over Dreadhound. Opponent goes first. This is a pretty good hand. Okay, I'm going to run out this Jessian Thief. They kind of do have to do something about it. Nyx Weaver gives them a mill every turn. Can't bestow yet. I can see just... yeah, I can see just killing this thing. Gives them value every turn. And it gives us a card. Sweet. Okay, I'm going to... if I cast this for its bestow cost, does it trigger... prowess? I don't think it matters. I think all I need to do is play it out, hold up Essence Scatter. That's much better than what I was trying to do. Five mana, 2/5 Death Touch. When it becomes monstrous, destroy a creature. Can't have that. One, two. If we draw a land, what are they doing? Are they thinking about attacking? We did draw a land. We could just bounce this Zendikar Incarnate. But I do kind of want to hold up Essence Scatter for another turn. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I mean, I could attack with the Jessian Thief. And if it goes to the graveyard, I trade it in for a Gurmag Angler. That seems like a waste. Yeah, okay. No attacks. Let's chill. We hit our land drop. Let's just keep our defenses up. We draw a little bit more land, and we can start to double spell. Can't have that either. Archaeologist. That does fuel our Gurmag, but I still think this is Dinroba Horror. Discarding an Audacity, we draw a card. I'm going to play this tapped because it is relevant. We have 7 mana next turn. And that is 8. So what this allows us to do is Scarb, get back Cruelty, cast it, They can't trade there. We draw a card off that attack. And they take maximum damage. Nessie and ass. That's cruelty up the top. Sorry, opponent. What I'm going to do is have a look at their hand first. Okay. Boon Satyr gone. Game 1. The deck is fantastic. I'm still thinking, I mean, I guess we didn't fuel our deck that much, like any of our mill strats, so let's not add the other Gurmag Angler right now. I'm starting to think it might genuinely just be a better card than Dreadhound if you can fill your graveyard, which we'll see. We'll see how much we can really fill our graveyard. Good hand. We have an early Treasure Cruise. Gonna start filling the graveyard. Probably looking for some interaction. Would not mind just making a 1/4 here. Essence Scatter. It's probably good enough to just keep even. Yeah. Yep, they haven't deployed anything, so we are ahead. We could also just Predation them and see what's going on over there. Ashen Rider, Mogis, a Night Howler, and a Rescue from the Underworld. Well, I think the Night Howlers that, well, they can't play the Night Howler right now. Is Mogis more of a threat over time? Might be. Although we can counter the Mogis next turn. Yeah, so I'll take the Night Howler. And then we can just hold up Essence Scatter. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we'll do Treasure Cruise next turn. That does nothing. So we could flash in Dictate of Erebos. I'm kind of in for it. Why not? So we can hold up Jwari for their return from the Underworld. Din Rover Horror is pretty sick. So let's go 1, 2, 3 and exile 5 cards from our graveyard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Scarb is pretty nice. Okay. They did not play into my possible counterspell. However, what I can do with 4, 5, 6, 7 mana is I can Scarb plus Essence Scatter. Dope. absolutely insane. Oh, brutal. Yeah, let's get back our Essence Scatter. Now they never get their Ashen Rider in play. Guess we'll play the Spawning Bed. Let's wait on the Dinrover Horror. Yeah, let's flash in the Dictate of Erebos. And then we have the Spawning Bed Dictate combo, which is just insane. Just insane. Ultimate price? Oh no. Dictate of Erebos. If they Ashen Rider and exile Dictate, I kind of think it's fine. Erebos, God of the Dead. Hey, so this has first strike, right? There's a cruelty for the rider. We can just bounce this and make them discard. And now we can attack, because if they block, they sack a bunch of creatures. Well, no, actually, this will exile itself, so they won't be sacking a creature here. But they do not know. Husk. I guess that's fine. You can beat Husk. Especially with Spawning Bed. This is 6 mana, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now the disgusting. This is so disgusting. We can sack this. Make them sack a bunch of creatures. Insane. We should have left up an additional blue. Because then we could have played the Pelagi Archaeologist as well with the mana that we made, but still. Oh man, this deck is strong. This deck is strong. Feeling really, really good. Let's go. Let's go to game 3. So Dictate of Erebos was really good there. The opponent was on a slow start though. And they weren't doing... I mean, they had some really powerful stuff in their deck. They just couldn't resolve any of it. Okay. Slow. But this is fine. Gurmag in... I think that's got to go in the bin. So we could just ultimate price this. I think it makes sense because I think it fuels our treasure cruise, which I feel like we need. Like we've got 3-6 right now. Don't know what they're oopsing. Tarkrop Skirmisher? I don't give a shit about that. Right now, we are 1 land away from Treasure Cruise, so I'm going to do this. Not a bad creature to exile. Essence Scatter, 4 cards down there. Okay, you're going to have to come out as a land. Hold up Scatter, and then Treasure Cruise next turn. That's fine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, just got to cast this. These are really good cards to be exiling, but that's fine. We need to get ahead. Up on cards and mana, please. I think I'm taking another black, another swamp here. They're a bit choked on black by the look of it. Okay, Nightveil Spectre has to go because it is insane against our deck. I cannot allow that to stay around. It just draws them a card every turn. So let's just hold up Essence Scatter. We now have plays that we can make while holding up the Essence Scatter. Scarb. Let's get it countered. Just fuels our Gurmag Angler. And a Naiad. So we can go land. We could go Dreadhound, but I think I prefer... So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I think I prefer 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, like this. Hold up the Essence Scatter. I'm sure they have some removal, because they haven't really used any. That's bloody good. So what does their Whip of Erebos get back? Nothing that exciting. I think I need to go Jessian Thief, Eidolon. Yeah, thankfully we've exiled the Nightveil Spectre, and Whip of Erebos is not that exciting right now. Interesting. Obviously they're winning like a race. But we have Jessian Thief. Okay. Let's lead on the Falagi. Four, 5, 6, 7. So we can play out a Gurmag Angler and hold up Essence Scatter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Feeling alright. Another Jessian theme. Okay. Let's go Dreadhound. Not many cards left. This Death Toucher is causing us problems. Can't let him have an Aetherling. Now, I do think they can, like, flicker the Aetherling. And they might be able to shake the Whip of Erebos trigger so that it stays on the battlefield. Got to do this because I need to draw the card. Yeah. Oh. That was insane. That was an insane thing to see. What an insane thing that our opponent just did. Okay, I'm going to start with the Falagi Archaeologist, see what we find. What's left in the deck? There is Cruelty is exiled, 2 Cruelties exiled, Ultimate Price is exiled. So we have no more interaction. Still think I'm just gonna take the Prowess triggers. Spawning Blade plus Dictate might be a thing we can do. 3 cards left. I don't think we're going to get there. Why are they getting the Nimbus Naiad back? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's the Dictate. So we need a lot of mana to make this work, right? We have 2 cards left. It's so bad. Okay. I actually have to... It's really strange. But I have to not attack here. Make a bunch of O1s and then flash in Dictate Erebos on my turn. Clear their board. And then somehow try and sequence through to an attack. But I think we can't beat Whip of Erebos. They've gained too much life. Yeah, we can't beat all this life gain. There's just no way we can put out enough damage before we run out of cards. Their deck was really solid. Like, blue-black, finding Night Veil Spectre, Whip of Erebos, Aetherling. That's really strong. But still, we just don't have enough damage on the board. Yeah. We just do not have enough damage left in our deck to stop this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, we can do... Oh, we're 1 mana short. Okay. Yeah. We're just gonna lose. We only have 1 card left in our library, and we just don't have the damage. Yeah. Okay. Could not beat Whip of Erebos. That. Like, the amount of life it gains you is nuts. Okay. There goes my hopes of a 7-0. But I'm still feeling pretty good. The deck's still really strong. Going first. Good hand. Tiny bit slow, maybe. But that's fine. Like, cruelty and then get it back and then play it again can buy us a lot of time. Opponent mulliganed to 6. Not the worst draw. Looks like there was some stick there, so it could be a Rimrock Knight. Yeah, it was probably just a Rimrock Knight. Gonna play out my Jesse and Thief. Take a chunk of damage here. But then have cruelty and a possible attack on the way back. Yeah, Witch's Mark. Discarding Dragon Mantle, that's interesting. Yeah, I will take my beats. I will draw my card. Should I cruelty this now? I should, so that they cannot protect it. Next turn, just scarb and keep buying back this cruelty. Pretty sick. Loving this. decisions to make. So I'm going to be wary of like a protection spell of a Sajiri Shelter, but they kind of need to play to the board. The longer this game goes, the better off I will be. If they use pump spells here, I'm pretty happy. Coordinated Assault. Yep. Love to see them using Coordinated Assault there. I think that's insanely good for me. Drawing so many cards. Essence Scatter is awkward when there's a Scythe Claw down. Yeah, I'm gonna go for this now. They have a protection spell. Artful Maneuver. And Phalanx Tactics. What an insane play. They took 8 damage and spent 2 spells to do that. Absolute madman over here. Truly an absolute madman. I think I'm going to just play out the Scarb, hold up the Essence Scatter. Even if it is going to mean taking 4. Like, unless they've just drawn like 4 spells in a row, they've got to be out of gas. They're using their pump spells so fast. Okay. Taking 4. Can you close it out? They do get their Rimrock Knight. Because I cannot... I mean, they have 1 card left in hand. Can I go down to 1? It's too much of a risk. Okay, so it starts here. There's a 1 card down here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no. That's actually a bit of a problem. Could be dead. Wow. I thought we were done for. Okay. Still feeling very strong. I think in that last game, I should have not attacked. I should have not attacked and just played out like a big Dreadhound, and then I would have been in a much better spot than, yeah, I should have not attacked with the Jessian Thief. Bad play. Tighten it up. I love Dimir in this format, man. I drafted Dimir 5 times in a row, and I think I trophied twice, and went 5-2, and then like 4-2, and like it was just really solid. And then I went off Dimir for a couple of drafts because I felt like I must have been forcing it. And then I think I went 0-3 twice in a row. This is a good hand. They have a Jessian Thief they have to answer. We have answers into stuff that they do. Got my new Ether Tiger pet. I will counter like a Voyaging Satyr. Green-black is interesting. Gonna play out my Jessian Thief. They do have to kill it, but if they do spend their turn killing it, then they're not developing their board, which means they don't resolve anything for ages, and we are probably better in a longer game. My hope is that they just play a creature that can block it, and they think that's enough. Interesting. So this could be like a flash creature or something. Let's go put him to the test. No. Okay. Pass turn. We have Salundi Vision and Dwari now. And Essence Scatter. Seed Guardian. Well, we can Dwari the hell out of that. Our hand is so insanely good. Seed Guardian. Well, we can Dwari the... Actually, we could Obnixilus's Cruelty that. So good at this game. 2 Essence Scatters in hand. This is coming in as a 2/2, right? That doesn't seem very good. And a Kalni territory. Do I just get the Dictate down? Yeah, why not? Do I want to bounce this? Let down the counter spell. Let's be mana efficient and cruelty this. Has been like, this is why Jessian Thief is, it's such an insanely good card. It is so disgustingly good. We're drawing so many cards. So this thing's drawn us like 4 cards, right? And look at this. Yeah, I wouldn't... I can understand scooping in that position. Like, what an insanely... Like, we dominated so hard in that game. Wow. Absolutely bodied our opponent. Awkward. Opponent's taken a mulligan. There's a possibility that we can take one too. I'm going to keep. Because I think on the draw we can keep this. Probably the worst fucking thing we could have drawn. Firing like Dreadhound. Okay. I'm going to use my Essence Scatter before my Archaeologist. Yep. That is why. That dodges ultimate price, that thing does. Jesse and Thief here. If they play a creature that we can kill, then we can kill it, start drawing cards. Okay. Feeling in a really good spot. Again. Let's go Dimir Guildgate. Archaeologist. Let down the counter spells, because we don't have any. Why bluff it? Jwari. It is not very good. Let's take our 1/4. It's just really not very good when it's face up. Lethal Phalaji Archaeologist trigger. What do you know? I don't know what that was about. But Jesse and Thief is such an overperformer, man. Like, if you can back it up with kill spells, it is... Oh, man, it's so good. Just keep finding cat hairs in my mouth. Freaking cat. Arena struggling to find an opponent worthy of our absolutely busted Dimir deck. I honestly still have a question. I guess Dictate Erebos won us a game, and that is a good enough reason to play it. On the play, yeah, we'll take this. But I really don't know if it would be better if it was something else. Okay, 2 Cloudfin Raptors. Gonna have to work through those. Jesse and Thief. Chasm Skulker's scary. One, two, three. Yeah, okay. I guess I'm gonna cast Predation here. Gust of Wind or Thunderclap Wyvern? Well, probably got to take the Thunderclap Wyvern. Yeah, it's too strong. This might be a game where Dictate of Erebos is good. This is pretty nuts. Double Cloudfin. 1 card in the graveyard. Okay, we got to get this out. We do have to get on the board. Yeah, I don't have a choice but to do this. We can't really just leave all of this unchecked. Have to just hope they don't have a spell. Of course they do. Yeah, that's just game no matter what we do. Okay, very swift defeat from an insane curve of Cloudfin Raptor into Cloudfin Raptor into Chasm Skulker. Pretty hard to beat. Pretty hard to beat. And we were on the draw. Wait, were we? No, we were on the play. We did have a slow hand, though. We were on the play, but we had a slow hand. So I'm not sure about Dictate of Erebos. I think it's cute. But that's about it. I'm wondering whether another Gomag Angler is worth it, or the Shipbreaker Kraken over Dreadhound. Dictate of Erebos. It's a really good control piece, but it's just too slow. Would I rather just have another consider? Or an aqueous form? I might take the aqueous form. No, that's not necessary. It's consider or could be baleful eidolon. Let's make it consider. We've got 5 wins. That is all you can ever ask for in best of 1. But this absolutely is a trophy deck. Let's see if I can do it justice. We'll keep this hand. Can lead on the Dimir Guildgate because we can hold up Essence Scatter or double consider. Turbo out these Gurmag Anglers. Consider. Don't need another island. Consider. I'll take a treasure cruise. So we've got 3 cards down there, which means next turn we can go Gurmag Angler. District Guide. I think it's worth countering that. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can see just Treasure Cruise here. Wow, that's not any land. I'm glad we drew those cards. Gatebreaker Ram, currently a 5/5. Let's just kill it. Just trying to figure out what the best way to do that is. Want to do it now before they play another gate? I guess I'll do this now. Then they can't get it back with like, you know, a pulse or something. I can't believe how mana screwed we are. Despite how many cards we've drawn. Din River Horror can make them bounce lands, which is pretty sick. Okay, Gatekeepers. Yeah, we could just kill this again. I see no harm in it. And I guess we can just play out a 1/1. Again, I'm just, like, I might get Treasure Cruise back next. With me Scarb. Probably close to time to Din Rover Horror. Okay, well, we can Archway Angel here. Like, no matter how much life they gain, it is irrelevant. Two, four, five. 6, so I don't know if I want to discard any of these though. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I might just be getting back treasure cruise here. Okay, 2 cards left in hand. That does allow us to treasure cruise. Oh, I already played a land. Unreal how little mana we saw, but that's fine. We're still... We've got a long game ahead of us. 16 cards left, so now we need to start putting together some wins. But we should be in a good spot to do it. All of our recursion is gone. So we no longer have need for any of these. Yes, use your spells. Yeah, let's go for an attack. Let's lead on Archaeologist. Decline to take Consider. And we could bounce the Liev Sky Knight. Don't think that's really it. We have 7 cards down here. Worth, we have 7 mana. That's 2 Gurmag Anglers. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Holding up Essence Scatter. Dreadhound. Yeah, let's go zombie fish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 gates. So Gates Ablaze is pretty devastating. So let's keep some stuff back. Don't need to draw more cards. What I need is to have game after Gates Ablaze. So I'm just going to hold. We're already winning. Dragon Lord Ojutai. And an Archaeomancer. Getting back a Wild Slash. So this is just game. Sweet. Okay. I think that puts us on 6-2. It does, right? 6-2. So final boss. This is it. Can we trophy? It all comes down to this game. Final boss, final game, 6-2. Will we go home with the 7-2 and the trophy? Or will we go home with a mere 6-3? Either would be fine. To be honest, like 66% win rate is great. So and we've still made our money back. So certainly no complaints. But it would be real nice to just snap up that trophy. Okay, our opponent is a doctor. We have a good hand. Yeah, we have a good hand. Yeah, I am feeling good about holding Jwari Disruption here. Jesse and Thief, no. How about Jesse and Thief? Take that. Seed Guardian. Well, we can outsize it? I don't know, maybe. Let's start with a... Consider. Treasure Cruise. 1, 2, 1. Hard not to keep a Treasure Cruise, though. So let's go and get a blue. Play you out as a 1-1. And let's chill. Yeah, we have Treasure Cruise available next turn. So as long as we don't just run into a counter spell, that should put us in a give us a sizable lead on cards. Opponent is not ahead on board, necessarily. Okay. Opponent did nothing. I'm going to start with a Philagi Archaeologist. Take the cruelty. I think we're going to go for this thing. I think they have a fight spell. Anchor to Ether. Yeah, okay. Let's see if they have a spell to save their Seed Guardian. Looks like they do. Yeah, okay. So that's their scatter used, though. Which is not really the worst. Philagi Archaeologist in the graveyard, also not the worst. We could just play out a big 5/5. Seven cards down there. Plus 5, that's 13. So we could play Jesse and Thief and Gurmag. Yeah, okay, let's do that. So 5 cards to exile. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. We can still Treasure Cruise next turn if we don't have anything else to do, but if we draw a land, we just have Din Rover Horror. We could Predation them. What are you getting up to over there, sir? Bounding Krasis, Clear Shot, and a Treasure Cruise. Might just have to let them have the Treasure Cruise. Krasis, Clear Shot, Treasure Cruise. I don't really want to let them have the Treasure Cruise. Yeah, I'm going to take the Treasure Cruise. They have 1 creature down there. So this leaves them with a 2/2 and a 3/3. Yes, very good. So Clear Shot is 3. Guild Gate. So they're very heavily incentivized to use the Clear Shot now. But let's make them do it. Essence Scatter is nice. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, this is just Essence Scatter. Sorry, this is just Treasure Cruise. Whoa, easy there, buddy. This is Treasure Cruise 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Draw my 3 cards. What are they doing with this Clear Shot? Both of their creatures are about to die. And Clear Shot does not save them. Yeah. Oh, it does. Of course it does. Okay, ultimate price is nice. Still, they now can't get rid of the 1/1. We have Din Rover Horror. They have 1 card in hand. If they're using Rogue's Passage here, I'm pretty happy. So we can block here. Yeah. I like this. And I like Din Rover Horror bounce the token next turn. Ultimate Price actually cannot stop this Bounding Krasis, which is hilarious. But I still feel fine. 4 cards down here, so... 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's get the Jesse and Thief down. 4 cards down there, so 4, 5, 6. Can't hold up Essence Scatter. Actually in some trouble. They got us on a clock. Yeah. Interesting. Interesting. Scarf, do you get me out of it if I hit a land? No. Starts here. Unreal. We're going to lose. We're going to lose to a Bounding Crisis. Unbelievable. I can't believe that. Ultimate price. Coming back to bite us real hard. So was I supposed to... I guess... I mean, I was supposed to kill the multicolored creature knowing I had the monocolored kill spell in my hand. That's a really, really hard call to make, though. That's a really, really hard call to make. You do not think about that. At least I don't. Maybe a really good player would. Anyway, that is it. We went 6 and 3. If you want to check out the draft log, you want to revisit any decisions we made in any of those games, there's a 17 lands description link in the description below. And we are going to be back later in the week with more, probably Pioneer Masters draft. I've been thinking about going back to Foundations, but let me know what you think, what you prefer to see. But it's pretty likely to be Pioneer Masters. Anyway, that is it from me. I will see you on a future video. And we will be back later for more Operation Double Mythic. Bye for now.